do. The defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, ball underneath for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Now Moon. And he finds Cook. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Moon. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first.
Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football. To throw on second down, Moon. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Moon to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run with Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
This is Harris trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ball. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Sanders. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now they try the right side here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Boom. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go to Johnson again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Ball. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike ready. Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, ball. And he's got Shockey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Come on.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Ball. He gets this one to Johnson. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point.